Hello, hello. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Well, today we are going to do a call, even though I need to keep up with my calls because I'm so far behind in them. But this is the one from the other day, and we're going to learn the 3 ways, if not more, that Sonia loves Nesto. But before we get into that, let me get into who's here in this chat. We have Leo Lady, Black But Not Bitter, Mimi, B. Williams, Karen S., Lunar Heart, Lunar Brain Fireheart, Say J, Justin's Mom, I'm Free to Be Me, Karen S., Bible Lady. Did I say Black But Not Bitter? I think I know, and I know I said Justin's mom. Okay, let me see. And Blue Bear. And those of you who are in the bushes, welcome, and hello on this here Tuesday. So we are going to get into that call, but before I do, I remembered there was something else that I wanted to do. Let me retrieve that because because oh gosh, it's weird, when you do something on a different day. Hey, Southside Chi-Town, because I'm not used to being on here on Tuesdays. So I'm, a little bit in confusement, but that's okay. Let me grab that. And okay, and I will get that on in a minute. Yes, I count the ways. How many times? Oh my gosh. Do we know? Will we ever know? What is all that love about? Okay, before we get into their foolishness, I want to play. Hey, Irie Vibes. I want to play something that I saw today that was very interested, and I'm very interested in the outcome of it. It's some news. It's a story. It's a little short video here, and I want to play it for you guys. Let me share my screen. Because I just found it interesting, and I want to learn more about it when the facts come out, if they ever come out. So we are in Phoenix, Arizona right now, and this is where this story is taking place. Hey, NPR nerd, this story is taking place in Phoenix, Arizona. So Phoenix, Arizona is hot. And I know a lot of us right now are experiencing heat waves. So, if we here are experiencing heat waves, you can imagine just how hot it is there. So let me go ahead and did I switch? Oh, I didn't switch screens. That's what the problem is. Okay. All right, here we go, y'all.
And the baby's still alive.
New body camera video shows the moments Phoenix police officers spotted a baby in need through a window.
A neighbor who courageously called 911 and let officers know that they saw something suspicious. They realized that their neighbor, they hadn't heard from him.
Packages gathering outside the door also tipping off that neighbor. Police responding to the South Phoenix apartment near Illini Street and Central, finding the baby's mom dead inside and the newborn clinging to life.
Come here.
We don't know how many days the child went without the care of the mother. The child was in poor health, extremely dehydrated.
Family is identifying the mother as 31-year-old Jade Harden and her baby as Harmony. They believe she was just weeks old when Jade died.
So I got the worst phone call of my life. Her child's father of her first child got in contact with us.
Jade's family says they live in Ohio. We spoke with the father of Jade's older son, who described his former wife as very private but loved by their child.
She was an outstanding person. She was awesome. She was funny. She got along with everybody.
Everyone who knew Jade now waiting to get answers.
It's hard to process.
Yeah, it really is.
We know that there was no foul play in the apartment. It was a very clean apartment, no signs of anything obvious that would understand or would lead detectives to knowing what the cause of death was.
Some calling Harmony a miracle baby.
So to this day, the child is in good health. Department of Child Safety is intimately involved in this investigation.
Loved ones of Jade thankful that neighbor cared enough to call.
Very thankful for the neighbor. And whoever you are, thank you so much. We do appreciate it.
We met people in the community who saw that video and were dropping off diapers at the police department, just trying to find some way to help. The medical examiner's office is investigating Jade's cause of death. In Phoenix, Ashley Holden, ABC 15, Arizona.
Wait, not yet. Okay. So I came across that today, and I just found it very interesting. It was only a couple hours ago that this happened. So it was very interesting to me, but there's a lot of red flags going on here. Hey Tracy, hey Muffin 218, hey a lady. Mimi, I don't know if I spoke to you. Hey Mimi. So it's very strange that the family who is in Ohio did not know. They said the baby was, I mean, like, they didn't know how old the baby was. And then it's also strange that the father of her oldest child, where I don't even know where he lives, they didn't say whether he was in Ohio or Arizona, and apparently he has custody of that child. But and I watched actually another new broadcast about it, and they said that was her, like, her husband. I don't know if they said husband or ex-husband. So he's the one who notified the family, and I that's just kind of all strange, very strange to me. And I am very interested to know what happened to the mother, because they were saying that she didn't look like, there were no wounds or anything like that on her. So an autopsy will have to let us know what happened with her. But I'm glad that they got the baby, and the baby is doing okay. Ugh, it's just terrible, just really sad. But I really want to know what happened to this mother. If I mean, it does sound like it could be natural causes. They said that she was on the floor while we saw the baby was laying there on the bed. Um, they said the mother was on the floor. So just very interesting. Hey, Ray Della Lewis. Hey, let's talk about it all. And who else? Ray Della Lewis. Hey, let's talk about it all. Sanders are in. So and with the heat being, I don't know if the air conditioning was on in the home, but with the heat being the way it is and the humidity there, it's just really fortunate that the baby was there. But I think they were saying that if it was another day, if it were like another day, he might not have made it, or she might not have made it. So let me see. Say says, my niece was in a coma for over a week. My mom had to fly out to Oakland and stayed with her for a month while she recovered. My niece is a renal patient. She's on dialysis now. Her daughter is 25. Well, and see, that's what I don't understand. Like I actually have an incident where my sister, who has passed away, she had a stroke, and they don't know how many days she was on the floor, but she was on the floor for so many days. And I think a neighbor or somebody, and this was in another state from where we live, and I think a neighbor or something, thought it was strange that her blinds hadn't been open, and she called, I guess, for a welfare check. And, that's how, they found her. So, things like this, it does happen, but I know sometimes you may move to a place where it's just you, and your family's in another state. But I just find it weird that, like, they couldn't, like, say how old the baby was, and how it was like the husband or the ex-husband who had to call the family to let them know. I mean, it's just weird. It's just all weird to me. Ebony has been a member for 9 months, and she says, hello. Hey, everyone. Well, hey to you too, Ebony, and thank you so much for the member milestone.
When my prayers go up, the indictments, they must come down. No. Show you right. When my prayers go up.
What that means, we about to get into it. Hey, Mai Tai. Hey, Dimples, Wimples. Who else has come in? Coffee is brewing. Hey. Let me check, make sure I haven't missed anybody else. Chick-fil-A gal. And of course, we know Ebony is here. And thank you again for the milestone. And thank you so much for supporting. Hey, Sonia's cracked body. So we're going to get into this call, which this one, look, I have been tired for the last few days and I am still tired. But so this call, I didn't even know about it. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's a call. Okay. Because I was going to go do a different call. Hey, Rossi. Hey, Miss Matt about music. Shirley's the voice finally. Hey. So, yeah, we're going to get into this call. And this call, I think, was um, an hour and some minutes. And so, like, it might be a part two. Now, for tomorrow, I have something. I think V. Lenore will be with me tomorrow. So we'll be probably doing something else. But if we don't do that, then we'll see how the night goes. That's all. We will see how the night goes and how much tolerance we have for this foolishness that we are about to engage in. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay, it's up there on the screen. All right. I don't know why there's such a delay in my phone when I'm looking at this stuff. Let me see. Let me make sure y'all not saying nothing. We're gonna be here 2 days. I'm gonna try not to interrupt so much and keep up with my thoughts that have them written down so that I don't have to interrupt like a whole lot. I mean, of course, I do have to give the commentary, but like I said, it's ooh, child.
In these calls from August 2023, Nesto and Sonia laugh about Lamont sending her $50. Nesto says Claudia Jordan knows exactly who he is. Sonia also tells Nesto she loves him in 3 ways. Take a listen.
First, here I go already. First of all, why you laughing at? This man is laughing at $50. Okay, why are they laughing? I can't wait to find out. Hey, OG Lot Lizard.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Who's doing?
You guys got COVID in here, so it's quiet in here because they got a TV.
Somebody got COVID. Did you know somebody got COVID?
Yeah, it's like they took them out of here the past 2 days.
That's because they keep bringing in new people
Yeah.
off the streets.
Okay, so it's a jail. New people are going to come in every day. It's a revolving door. What does she mean? That's because they're bringing in new people off the streets. All right, see. Hey, Make It Rain NYC. How are you doing? I'll do it on Monday. Hey, just getting on, just already.
You ain't called nobody last night.
Oh, I'm sorry. No 54. Hey, how you doing? Bible lady said 3 ways, just random and weird. I mean, what? Let me make a list of how many ways I love you.
And it's in here to take it to the hospital and had a temperature check.
How you feel?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
You don't sound like it.
It's so quiet in here because everybody ain't looking at TV.
Your brother sent me $50.
Man, come on, man.
He said when he get the stuff out of storage, he gonna get the video off the phone, but it's in storage and something with his storage. Then he said some chick he was messing around with just became a doctor, and he broke up with her, and she knocked all the windows out of the G-Wagon and flattened all his tires. So it's gonna cost him $21,000 to get his truck out the shop, and he don't want to press charges on her because she just got her doctor or whatever, and he don't want to mess that up. I'm just sitting here like, okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Didn't we just, I got to look at that thing. Somebody sent it to me and I have not I got to look at that. I thought Lamont was rolling in the dough. He can't afford to get his vehicle fixed as well as send more than $50, but who cares? $50 is better than no bucks. So I don't know why this man in jail who has no capability of earning anything at the moment is complaining about someone sending him only $50. He lucky because he wouldn't have got nothing but 50 cents out of me. Ray Della Lewis said $50 is $50. And Black but Not Bitter said, I can't imagine Lamont dating a doctor. Well, I will tell you, just based off of like some of the pictures and things I've seen, he does date a pretty high caliber of woman. I don't know what they want with him, because 5 minutes of talking to him is enough for me. But he does tend to date a higher caliber of a woman. Well, I mean, look at Nesto. I mean, look at the women he's pulled. So, I mean, I tell you, um, there was one more comment I wanted to read. Hey, fabulous and retired. Um, Leo Lady says if you drive a G wagon, you should have insurance to cover it. Yeah, if somebody bust the window, that's what I would think. Oh, but maybe I don't know. Would you have to have a police report for that? I'm wondering. B. Williams says he doesn't want to press charges on a woman that's messed up. That messed up his car because she just apparently finished. Now he said doctor. Now we know Sonia, she doesn't know, she's not that bright. So this woman could either be a medical doctor or someone who just got their doctoral degree in something. So we have to look at it, in that way. Chick-fil-A gal says, so how 8 months later Nesto bought Lamont. Nesto thought Lamont had $100,000 or more for his bail. I will tell you why. I will answer that question for you. It is because, hey Tracy, he says he got the money all day, every day. Not a problem. All day, every day. If the bond was $3 million, he got it all day, every day. So that's how. Hey, peekaboo.
Right. Okay, thanks for the cookie.
That's what
I'll put that in the book today. Huh?
That's what insurance for.
Oh, even
Yeah.
us don't know that.
And that's what the civil suit is for, too, because you can civilly sue her. You don't have to criminally sue her, but you can't sue her for the damages.
You sounding pretty lively.
I'm always lively when I'm talking to you, Will. How are you?
You sound real lively for the past week since you've been
How are you? Oh.
Yeah, you've been lying.
I'm in the house alone right now, but I'm not in my little dormant little space in my house in Atlanta.
That's what it is.
That's cool. That's cool though. I miss my apartment, but I suppose you need to go over there and check on it for me. I'm gonna go check on my apartment because I'm not gonna be home till Wednesday. I mean, I bought a plane ticket, so I get out. So I make sure I get home. I don't want to be stuck down here. So I'm gonna go online and try to see you Thursday.
Okay, so
I'm gonna see you Thursday.
You're not writing back. You're not writing back.
I was thinking, then I was like, man, I want to sell another car right now. I'm just getting my ass on a plane and get over it. You know, I hate to fly, but I was like, it's only an hour and a half flight. Let me go in here and suck it up. And just ride. How do you feel?
I'm just really listening to you, so keep my mind focused on what you're talking about.
Distraction. How's the weather?
Yeah, because ain't talking about number 7 and jail talk and that old talk, that old dope man talk. I don't want to hear that shit.
When does a criminal not want to hear about criminal things? I mean, I'm just curious. CJ said he'd still need a police report to put in for insurance. If he wants to be reimbursed. They kill me clocking everyone else's pockets. all the time. They are always in somebody else's pockets.
That's all they talk about all day long. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to stay in
Like,
the hotel. How long they stay in the hotel? A whole year, 6 months. You know, paying and slavery. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear some shit where I can go sleep and dream and go sleep and I don't want to be listening to that. That shit be on your foremind, whatever your last
right.
thoughts. Yeah.
Exactly. And because you've been in there so long, it's like you can't even think about life, how your life was, things that you were doing on the streets, because that shit is, at this point, you know,
Yes, I agree. I totally
so
agree.
far back.
Somebody please give me the definition of a foremind, because I don't know what that is. I don't know what yes, black but not bitter. He said foremind. Leo lady said that VIN may have been changed too. I know, right? Who knows what the VIN number is on that vehicle he got? Come back to a Toyota or something. Yeah, foremind. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. Reef and Muff's mom, did I speak? Hey, Reef and Muff's mom said, I'm waiting to see how long before you start. I can't unsee sheephead fish at Dimples Wimples. Do I even want to know what y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? I'm not sure I want to know.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you first get in, you could think about, okay, I just doing this. You know what I'm saying? But the longer you're in there, the further that is. You know, at this point, you have to start completely over.
Wait a minute. If you're an inmate and you're in jail and you've been in there 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years, isn't jail stuff all you have to talk about, because that's the environment that you're in? Like, people on the outside world can talk about outside things. We could watch whatever we want on TV. We could talk about different shows. We could talk about what's on Stars, what's on HBO, and all those things. But like when you're in jail, I mean, what can you talk about but the things that you did or that you're going to do when you get out? I mean, I don't know. So nobody, we have nobody who knows what a foremind is yet. Fabulous and Retired said, I forementioned the foremind.
Because everything's at zero.
At zero. And some
At zero.
oh, yeah. So maybe tomorrow when you ain't doing that, I guess I'll get you to give me some pictures and send to me or something. Yeah, because I need to really think of what's going on in 2018, 2019. So the jug of my mind, but
you got like 200 pictures in there.
No, that's what?
I don't sent you about 200 pictures. What are you talking about?
Girl.
Okay, how many days in a year?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Fine. Okay.
So basically, you want me to do, I can do this now. You want me to send you a picture a day of something?
Yeah, but not a song, but something I can relate to. I don't want to look at something I can't relate to. I can't.
You know what you're saying. Something of interest.
Yeah, like, if I want to feel sex or something, I got to pull it out and look at you. I just hate they charge you to look at it. I got to charge you to look at you.
I know. I'm going to put some money on your thing today.
That shit crazy. I mean, you ain't got to do it today. You can do it when you come back.
How much you got?
I'm ready to see. About maybe $28. Let me till you get back.
Okay. Let me know.
Yeah, I can wait till you get back.
Okay. Let me know. I got that 50.
Yeah, I just wait. I can wait. I can wait till you get back. I can wait. Yeah. Come
on, he got them. I'll send that other 50 next week. I'll say, okay.
$50.
No, he said he sent you thousands in August last year.
Man, one thing I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna pump fake. I ain't doing that pump fake. I don't like. Everybody don't like that kind of shit.
What?
How come he got to call me? I told him specifically call me every day at 9 or 9:30 or whatever that was. When he got to call me back. I said, how come you don't have it set up? Because my only issue is when I hit zero, sometimes zero don't take. So I would say 23 4 times.
You can't even tell him that because he'll use that too.
I ain't told him that, right? But I'm thinking in my head, like, that's my only issue where it don't get through is the fact that, and then I always text you right afterwards. I call back, it's the zero. It's not hearing my zero, But I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you know, I wanted to say, he's not going to call you every day because he don't have everyday conversation for you.
I don't.
You know, he might call you once a week. But I'm saying, but at the same time, if you was on the phone and start talking about your problems and all this, that, and the other, and just Debbie Downer stuff, right? Nobody want to hear that because his problems is superseding everything.
I know she did not come out her mouth and say something about some Debbie Downer. I know she did not. You got to be kidding me. Nola Brown said, my brain is about to explode. Bloop, 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 bloop. My Ty said, was he expecting 200 or 300 to draw attention? I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, just the ungratefulness. I don't care if I only put $5 on your account. That's $5 that you didn't have yesterday. So I don't understand. Now y'all saying stuff in it. I don't know why he wants to feel sexy with around inmates. I don't know Black but not bitter, but y'all say send some pictures of Gary. He might enjoy that. He really might. My Ty says I told you it's the mind in your forehead. That's what a foremind. Okay, all right, that works. Hey, Delicate Dale. Hey, Michi3. I don't know if I spoke. Hey, AK's POV. How are you doing? Whew. She said Debbie Downer, and all she talks about is destruction and doom and gloom, and that's what she says. Okay.
Unless you got some unless you got a terminally ill problem or you about to go to jail, your problems can't trump what he's going through.
No, not at all.
At all.
Unless you
At
got a
all. And you
terminally
can't try to
ill
pull
problem.
sympathy from somebody that's going through hell right now and shouldn't be going through it. So, like, unless you're going to speak on something other than, you got to pray on it. You know, you ain't missing nothing. Ain't nothing going on out here. Like, oh, God, really?
I'm not trying
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah. Well, I ain't thinking about that right now. I just got to get my list together. Whoever talking that smack, that's fine. Just keep talking. I want everybody to talk. So,
all right.
Just keep talking that shit. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine with me. That's more the merrier. Yep.
Well, that's something to deal with. Well, you know, when you get out, your numbers are going to be changed anyway. So,
my what?
Start your phone number.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be different.
Start anew. All right, just start anew.
Yeah, I'm good.
Child, by the time he gets out, there may not be no such thing as phone numbers. We probably be able to hit a button on the intercom and connect to whoever we want. Girl, bye. Hey, what up though? How you doing? Let me see. Chick-fil-A girl says Sonia's for mine is terribly ill. Call me Neek says he don't have everyday conversation for her either. Yet she begs him to call her every single day, multiple times a day. Man, I tell you, and how I don't know. I have a friend that I might talk to a couple times a day, but but you know, we have things to talk about. These people have nothing to talk about. And she talks about how, we're listening, but you can't, the only conversation you can provide is about jail stuff, the books, how we hate people, how the Black community is bad, how music is bad, the 80s were the best. I mean, that's your whole conversation. Sometimes I hear calls and I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, I reviewed that call, but then I'm thinking, no, I couldn't have because I'm just now hearing it for the first time. But it's because the conversation never changes. So, child, she need to stop.
I know exactly what I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, I already know what I'm doing. I'm good on that. Just a process. Yeah, just a process. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah. Just a process.
No, we're good.
Right now, I'm just trying to figure it out. And I'm just, like I told her the other day, man, I could sit here a whole another year waiting on this case. She said, no, because he adamant. I don't think he's going to let you sit that long. He's going to try to do you. He's going to try to get you. Yeah, he got it out for you. It's simple. Damn. That's something else.
It's something right. And it's like, what, like, exactly. Well, we already know that because
I hate to do this so early in the game, but I need to hear something, okay?
What I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, I already know what I'm doing. I'm good on that. Just a process. Yeah, just a process. Everything's going to be fine. figured out, and I'm just, like I told her the other day, man, I could sit here a whole another year waiting on this case. She said, no, because he adamant. I don't think he's going to let you sit that long. He's going to try to do you.
I think I heard, and y'all tell me. Did he just say he gonna try to Jew you, as in JEW? Hey, the funeral duchess. Hey, beautifully made 13. Is that what he said? Because that is what it sounds like he said to me. Now the closed caption says do you, but we know closed caption don't always get his stuff right. Hey, Miss Principal. But that it sounded like he said Jew you. Okay, Muffin 218, yes. And see, see, this is how I know he's lying. Because I know his lawyer did not say that. I know she did not say that. Not at all. Who was that? Oops. It was a comment I was just getting ready to read. I don't know which one it was. Oh, okay. Beautifully made 13 says legacy you forgot to add. She talks about her hair, how long her hair is. It's not. Yeah, we already know what that's all about. And who is they, Nesto? Who is they? But yeah, Jude, that's why I need to hear that again. Cause I'm like, I know he did not just say that. The ignorance of it all. Hey, Miss Principal, thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Principal says she hates that we're listening, but purposely makes him call multiple times a day. Right, multiple times a day. That's what she does. And yes, every time you call, we gonna be listening. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. How could I forget that I had given her nature? All this time she was standing there. She never took her eyes off. Banging on the. Thank you, Miss Principal, so much for the super chat. Hey, Nola Brown. The funeral duchess said, I tried to listen to this earlier on phone calls from prison, but had to listen in intervals. I just cannot do her whining and silly ass voice. I don't like the sexy voice, the one that's supposed to be sexy, but it really isn't. I don't like that one. Hey, Vic to the Veil. She says, have you noticed that the recent conversations sound like he spoke to Shirley towards the end of their relationship? Not really. I'll have to keep an ear open.
I'm trying to get you. Yeah, he got it out for you. It's something. Damn. That's something else.
It's something right, and it's like what, like exactly. Well, we already know that because the immediate arrest you should have been bonded out. So that right there was a sign of, it's some bullshit.
Well, I guess when you get back Monday, you can put the information she need, like the articles and all that. You can do that Monday. I guess when you.
I look at tomorrow or tonight. I'm not going to really be out tonight. If we go out, it'll be up the street and then back in the house. I'll do it tonight because I don't have no TV in here.
Oh, you don't?
It's just my laptop. Yeah, it's just my laptop. That's all I got. And you know what happened? I was trying to watch a movie and the screen went kind of crazy. So they started making this, and then I was like, oh my God, what's going on? I got to go to the shop. What's going on? Because what I was doing yesterday was I was trying to delete all of that shit from the law firm off of my computer. All of that stuff that I was doing, all of the motions and everything that I did in his office, I was just trying to delete all of that off of my computer. Free it up, get all of that shit off. I don't need it no more. And he better not call me and ask me, do you have, can you send it? Nope, don't have it, so I'll delete it. Do it from scratch, So, yeah, so I was just, like, trying to do all of that, just delete some stuff. But then I was going to watch a movie on Netflix, and it just started wigging out. So I was like, never mind, I ain't going to worry about it, Because Monday I'll be over at my brother's house, and he got big, dude, he got big screen TVs everywhere, all throughout his house and shit, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his house is lovely. His house is the boy version of my house. He got some lovely artwork, but it's kind of hip artwork. And then he's got that painting from Good Times, the Good Time painting at the end. Yeah. He got that painting.
First of all, if she's saying that, but she's acting like he's got the original, and I know he doesn't. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with having imitation, but that's not how she's saying it, you know. And you can't name the artist, but the Good Times picture, okay. All right, Michi3 said, baby, she lying about that pain. And I don't see the inside of her brother's house. I did. I have. And I saw some of the artwork, and it wasn't all that. I mean, it looked like some of it looked like, originals like by street artists and stuff. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like she's making it sound. Hey, allegedly in Harmon.
And
had that painting in their house.
no, not it's only so many. But you know what that painting is worth? That painting is oh God, who got that painting? Jamie Foxx? No, Eddie Murphy got the painting. Eddie Murphy got the painting, and it's worth. I think he said $20 million or something. The painting's worth now. It's worth a lot of money
Because he has the original painting. That one hanging in your brother's house is a reproduction. It's not an original, so it would not be worth $20 million. I'm gonna look that up. Let me look that up.
But Eddie Murphy's got the painting.
You talking about the original?
He's got the original. I don't know what version Quentin has. If he has, like, they make so many of, like, a secondhand version of the original, or if it's, I don't know what mock of it is that he has, but he has it wrapped. He don't have it on the wall. But he's got that type of art on his wall, like that.
Let me ask you a question. Since you don't believe in God, you don't believe in all that, in the religions and all that, what do you think comes from when people just all of a sudden come up, like, these people just...
You have 1 minute remaining.
Got $4 million. They was broke. They had no money. Now they rich.
Some people can stumble across, you can come right back. People stumble across things that get them rich. You can stumble across an idea that just gets you paid like that. It'd be little things that can get a person. Like this one guy who was homeless, yeah, he's worth, I think he said $5 million now, and he was homeless and broke, I want to say 3 years ago. And he just did some little things, and it just, boom, got him paid. I forget what he did. I didn't really read into the article. But
what do you call that? You call that luck, or you call it, what you...
Now they don't say who owns it, but it was sold at auction on the 20, I think, the 20 in 2022, May the 16th, 17th. I don't have my glasses on, but anyway, it sold for $15 million. Oh, wait a minute. No, it does say, I take that back. Eddie Murphy does own that painting, so she did get that right. She probably Googled, but I can rest assured, if her brother has it, it's a replica, and it ain't worth no $20 million. And he's got it sitting in his house unwrapped. She's probably lying, because if he really had that, when she was there, when she was at his house, she did show a picture or two. She did, because one you could see she was sitting in front of, and then she showed a couple of other ones. And it just seems to me, if he owned something like that she thought was worth money, it seems to me she would have shown it, because of the type of person that she is. So I'm gonna see how much a replica of that costs too. Let me see what y'all. Hey, Talks with TK, how are you? Hey, T Dub. OG Lot Lizard said, okay, what y'all talk? I gotta see what y'all are talking about. Black but Not Bitter said Eddie Murphy owns the original Sugar Shack painting by Ernie Barnes. Acquired for, he paid $50,000 for it. Wow, and it's worth 16 some odd million. Wow, or however much I said. Shoot, I don't remember. Remember what I just said. Talks with TK said Quentin is a sovereign citizen. He's not paying Babylon prices. She already told y'all he'd be ordering knockoffs. Not Babylon prices.
What do you think you call it?
it could be, it could sometimes be, look, it could be he was smart and tapped into it, and it was a market for it. Because, the world changes every day. And something.
I'm going to call you back tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm coming right back now.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello?
Yeah. You there, Mama?
All right. You want to call me right back? I have nothing to do.
Okay. Well, you got the brother on the string. You got him on a string. He holding on by that string. Well, that's a thin ass string.
Why is it pulling the string?
He ain't on no road. You got him on the string, boy. Hey, wow.
On the string.
$50.
50. He said, I got 50 on it. That's all I can do. Now I got to fix my car. If he stopped dating a year ago, he'd had money saved. Because when I took the mama out, that was $800 for dinner. I don't know him to know if he exaggerates or not.
Man,
you know, some people will be like, it was $50 and they'll be like, man, I spent $300 on such and such. And you be looking at him like, you don't be lying. You be lying.
You know what? I don't be listening to none of that stuff you talking about. I just don't listen to all that. But what's this right here? As long as you're getting whatever you're getting, you keep the show going, I guess whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even comment on that no more, really. So, ain't it quiet in here for the first time? I can get myself talk.
Hey, Jet Black Straight. Hey, she's an introvert. How are y'all doing? CJ said, I wonder what happened to the mirror that they used in the bank episode. Oh, right. I do wonder about a lot of those paintings and stuff that they had, but the replica actually did. There is a replica that did sell for up in the millions of dollars of the same painting, which is really weird. Somebody paid that, but I know he don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I got another question. So where do you see your life going right now? Do you have any clue?
Damn, hard question. Where's my life going? I don't know. Where is it going? I got to get my financial together. That's what I got to figure out what I'm doing financially.
Okay, I'm saying you're going to do that. I'm pretty sure you're going to do that.
I just don't know what I want to do. I went to that bar last night, and I was just sitting there like, man, I don't think I want to do this. You know, because I was going to go back into the club. But then I sat in that spot yesterday, and I was like, I don't think I want to do this. You know, but I don't mind law. It doesn't pay like club money pay. But I'm just feeling like, I don't think I want to go back into the bar business. I don't know. I just really felt like that yesterday, you know? And I kind of don't want to go into real estate in a sense, like I don't mind flipping houses. I would just have to go to a city that's not oversaturated with people, you know? Because that's when people move, that's the first thing they want to do. I want to flip some houses, you know, because, you know, but I love construction, you know?
So when are you going to make your mind up? Or it's just going to come to you?
It normally comes to me. What happens is,
she's over a half of 100. Why doesn't she? I mean, like, how do you ask that kind of question for someone that old? I'm in confusement. But the strip club pays more, so like you can make more working in the back room of a strip club than what you would make as a paralegal. Now I'm gonna have to look up and see how much paralegals make. In case POV said law doesn't pay, I'm convinced that she was just a courier girl for the law firm. That's why she had a scooter. Hey, Joseph Bullard. What up, though? Says Sonia, you're too old to not know what you want in life. That's what I'm saying. NPR nurse said, kind of old to be starting over. But you know what? Sometimes things can happen in life and you start over, but she's half of 100. We've been listening to this stuff for going on 3 years just about. I mean, how many different careers and businesses has she talked about since we've been listening to these calls? This woman is over half of 100. She has no business having this kind of conversation. And he's stupid asking, what you gonna do? Negro, you are in jail. You 60 years old. Ain't nobody, he talking about he not gonna be a Walmart greeter. Well, what else are you going to do? Do Walmart have greeters anymore? I can't remember. Muffin 218 says it's easier to get away with sticky fingers in the back room. Let me see. Black but not bitter said the median annual salary for paralegals in the United States is around $61,000. And so you mean to tell me that she would make more money working in the back office of the strip club? And I've been educated on the strip club, by with Native, and there he said there is no back room. You've got the room where they get dressed, and in the office where the person who owns it is. What back room? Where is this said back room that she works in? Bella said Sonia cannot sell her cat for more than what the law pays. Talk to TK said pretty sure she was stealing at the strip club. Muffin 18 said it's easier to get away with sticky fingers in the back room. Miss Mad About Music said that's exactly why she had that scooter, so she can deliver stuff. Package 4. Chick-fil-A gal says some strippers at exclusive clubs be making $10,000 a night. I watch a documentary, filled out an application. Well, you know what? I know like a stripper, especially if you're in one of those good clubs and you look good, I know you probably can clean up. But we know for a fact she's not stripping. She's not bartending. What is she doing? They don't need, let me tell you, and this is just from what I've seen on TV and stuff. They don't have some random up there counting money. That's usually done by the owner. And they have a money, from what I understand, they have a money counting machine. So why on earth, what is she doing in this back? Unless she's a fluffer, I don't know what she could be doing in this back room that doesn't exist. Sanders RN says she is not paid as a paralegal. She is paid as a legal secretary. 10 years ago, I was looking and they make around $80K in Houston. I don't think she's a legal secretary because she doesn't have the wits about her to be one. Whatever she was, well, I had heard, she was going with that guy, the one in Ohio. She was going with that guy, and it was a lot of nefarious things going on, is from what I heard. And then we all know the one in Florida was disbarred, for ripping people off. We knew what he was running. So, well, I heard she. No, let me not. YouTube be on me enough for some of the stuff I say. So Shirley's divorce finally says she still don't have a business to this day. Ain't seen not one. We heard about Mickey Howard one time and ain't hear no more about it. And I'm still trying to figure that out because Mickey Howard was living in New Jersey at that time. This principal said, I want a woman of color. Eddie Barnes painting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Jet Black Straight said Sonia had a life of knick-knack jobs while couch surfing. She's not. She is not. Allegedly in Harmon says the average salary for paralegals varies, but it generally ranges from 45,000 to 75,000 annually, with the median at around 61. Yeah. She's not doing that. She might have been on that. Hey, Sassy Experience, how you doing? She might have been on that scooter, delivering packages, but she wasn't doing. Muffin 218 said Madison also said she was dating the manager. I think she probably ends up dating men who have these positions, and then they just like throw her in. But there's no way. She just does not have the wits about her to do anything that. She barely has common sense. So, and we know she doesn't even know law terminology. So there's no way. There's just no way. Hey, Damachi, the RN.
I'll be thinking of stuff, and something that I'm not even thinking about ends up what I end up doing. It's just basically how it works. And I'll have all of this, like, okay, I can do this, I'll do this, or maybe I'll go into bookkeeping, or maybe I'll go into accounting, maybe I'll go back into law, maybe I'll go work for a construction company, and then I end up doing something completely, like, you know what I'm saying, like, not even, like, on the list.
I'm sorry. There are people who go to school for that. So you mean to tell me that she thinks she's just going to up and be just an accountant or book? Where? Unless it's for somebody who in some kind of back whatever who hires you. Come on now. Come on.
And this is what I'll be ending up doing. And I'll be like, hold on, how the hell did I get here? Because I'm always thinking of apps too. I always think of what can I make, you know what I'm saying? What's the need for now that, you know what I'm saying, I could tap into. I always think of that, always, you know, always think of that. But it's just a matter of what will it take to get there. Investors aren't really hard to come by, you know. That's what a guy called me yesterday from the one who keep calling me from Miami. He calls me like every week. And he owns a lot of property in Miami. And he's from Jersey or New York, one of them places. I think he's from New York. I think he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. And he called me yesterday. And that's when I kept asking me, why don't I go work for Peter, right?
Somebody's always calling her.
Peter, yeah, exactly, bar one in Miami, because he needs some help. And, you know, because this guy know me from
Girl, bye.
Queen of Diamonds and right around there doing all of that, when I was doing all that club stuff, you know. And I was just like, no, I don't want to go back to Miami, you know. I can't go back right now. Definitely really kind of don't want to go back. But I kind of don't want to be in Florida because the governor got that state so fucked up. I was like, I really don't want to go there. Like, you know, I can actually kind of want to. It's just something that's just pushing me like Vegas. It's just always popping up on my phone.
Ain't shit going.
Jet Black Stray, you're right. Somebody's always calling her. Always. But she talking about Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter. Is that who she was talking about? Yeah, Bella. Okay, that must be. Bella said Peter is in jail. Peter wasn't running things legit. So he wanted her? Okay, right. Black but Not Bitter said, didn't Madison work at Queen of Diamonds here? Yeah, and she has that brunch or whatever she does over there. Mm-hmm. Yep, she does. Sanders RN says they call, but she never goes. Isn't it funny how she's always making an excuse up as to why she's not going to go or why she's not going to take the job? Mimi says Sonya ain't legit. Joseph Buller said all the big timers are always calling her. Right, out of all the people Peter knows, you mean to tell me he's thinking about Sonya? All of the people he has access to. This man has access. He would call her. Come on now. Come on now. No, she is not Peter's type. I think Peter needs somebody with money. Michi3 said, y'all, I just got a heart from Shirley Strawberry's IG. Oh, really? I got one of them before with some salt and pepper tresses. She said Peter was robbing Paul to pay Peter.
On out for you right
now. Yes, it is. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Vegas is the up and coming. Vegas is getting the NBA is coming. They're building a $10 million. They got $10 million.
Okay, I got that.
They're about to build that.
So when you talking about
baseball,
I'm talking about for yourself.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Isn't Las Vegas already up and hasn't it been coming? I'm sorry. I've been there a couple of times and I just think that it was already up and coming. Now, they have the fights and everything there. Now, if they add an NBA team, okay, wow, I haven't heard that before. I guess we'll have to Google that and find out if they're getting a team and building a stadium, but they're already up and coming. So I don't know what she's talking about. No 54 said Mayo Maddie is a little long in the tooth to still be working at the strip club. Child, she got that record deal now. What you talking about? Victor the Veil says Vegas is actually going down right now. That's right. You would know. Victor the Veil would know. But it's up and coming. And this is, remember, 2023, she's saying all this stuff, that it's up and coming. Black but Not Bitter said, while Las Vegas is a strong contender for a future NBA expansion team, the league hasn't officially announced a new team for the city yet. And she's telling this lie in 2023. We're in 2025 and okay. All right. AK's POV said Vegas is bringing an NBA team there, and they have a football team now. So yeah, that thing with the NBA apparently isn't true. Do they have Vegas has a football team? Is that who? Child, y'all, look, I don't know nothing about football. Nothing.
Oh no, not this year. No, I'm not trying to make a move till your shit is over and done with. I'm not.
That's 2 years from now.
So that's fine.
Have you
That's fine. I
ever
mean, a year
been
from now, my lease ain't up for another year
ghosted?
anyway. So that's always break that lease, because I will break the lease. I just pay to break it. Guys, fuck y'all. So I'm not really locked in where I'm at, because you can always break a lease. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Something always happens. That's just what it is. It's always in my life. You always fuck up with a job. You always fuck up with a job. I don't know what it is, but I always stumble on some stuff, and it just always be like lucrative. So I've never, knock on wood, had to struggle. I mean, I might have a month where I'll be like down, but I always bounce right back up. So it just don't be nothing. Like, I don't mind a downtime because I'm not stupid, and I'll be like, I can always go get a job. That'll pay my bills. So, and I don't let the felonies stop me. But, I'm a girl, so sometimes, that's like my brother always say, that's that thing. You're a girl. You can get that off. You can a lot of things you can do that a man can't do. That's true. And I kind of somewhat, being cute kind of help. You know what I'm saying? It did. Only one person didn't hire me because I was cute. Because he was like, no, I'll try to fuck you, so no, I can't. I was like, I appreciate your honesty. He was like, yeah, I'll try to fuck you. Like, all the time. And I was like, ew, but okay, I respect you on that. But, like, I would never. So he had nothing to worry about because I would never, I was like, ew. Mm-mm. But I'll never cross that line anyway. So he had nothing to worry about. He had a whole bunch of field attempts. An RV you might be interested in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email her all of those phone numbers right now. And I don't know how long your brother, I don't know what happened with what he was trying to say about his storage. Because he needs to get to that phone sooner than later. You really need to get to that phone sooner than later. He's acting like it's, there's a passive situation. And I'm like, that is so serious because like I really feel like them damn pornography bullshit ass charges is a real, it's a fake ass charge. I really feel like from reading it, the warrant, that's just a fake ass charge. It's just a fake ass charge. I feel like they're not, whatever it is on there. I don't think it's children. If there's something on there, I don't believe it's children. I just believe they're trying to say it because what they're using for an excuse of them being minors, they're not one saying they're minors by looking in their faces. So you could tell a minor by looking in their face. I just really feel like if it is some type of sexual whatever, it's adult. I don't think it's minor. I really don't think it's minor.
I know someone who is in their in their early 30s who is a teacher. And when she first started out, she was being mistaken for a student because of the way that she looks. So when you look in her face, she does not look the age that she is. For a lot of us as Black women or even Black people, the way we age, a lot of us don't look our age when you look at. So, they had a forensic person look at those pictures. And those pictures, it was determined based on certain things. They look for certain things. They can look at bone structure. They can look at development. They can look at all sorts of things to determine, yes, do they make pictures of that nature, and even films where they have someone looking younger than what they actually are, because some people are into that, yes. But I'm sure before they even brought that charge forth, they had to get it checked out to make sure that this was what the charge was going to be. So they didn't just come up with that out the clear blue sky. Not at all.
So I think it's some bullshit. That's the first thing I told her to go after, to get that fucking shit off of you, because that's the highest bond right now, and then the other thing can be worked out as well, because that shit don't even make no sense either.
Do they email you back? Do they respond to you back?
She responded once,
and that's all you're gonna get. You keep bothering that girl. Mistress Monica, hey, says, I dropped out of the bushes for this. Sonya doesn't know because she hasn't seen the pictures. She is such a mammy for this dusty jailbird. Sanders RN says she's a mess at Justin's mom. And AK's POV said, yes, that discussion on how to determine adolescence was in depth and hard to listen to. Sonya should have listened to. Exactly. Ebony said she is a self-proclaimed genius. She knows everything about everything. You know, the thing, something else about those pictures, and people are into whatever they're into. Some people are into BDSM. I never want to do anything where I got to tap out. Okay. Some people are into the animal thing. There are, if you go over to Law and Crime, you will see that there have been several people recently who have been arrested for doing some things with some animals. It is against the law, actually. So I would be, I don't know, anybody who I even think is into kids or animals, because that's just some other level stuff. It's just some other level disgusting stuff. So the fact that she is trying, instead of trying to dig and find out if he may have an interest in this, she would much rather just dismiss it. And that's what she's doing. There have been, and I know I say this a lot. Do you know how many 79 and 80-year-old men are being arrested because it is found out that they've been, like, for all of those years touching children? And they're just getting found out. Look at John Wayne Gacy. They didn't know about him and the things he was doing till they start finding the evidence. So people, and she seems to think that just because that's not his character, he wouldn't do that. But somebody who is into that, they're not going to just blurt it out to everyone. That's why there are things like the dark web and stuff like that. They're only going to discuss stuff like that with like-minded people in some kind of way. They all always end up meeting each other. I don't know what they do. What is that group called? Nabla, the group that thinks that it's okay to be with children and children can consent. All of that. They find each other. They find each other to swap pictures with. So they only talk with like-minded people. Sassy Experience said, I'm convinced when she's rambling like that, she's really trying to convince herself that Nesto is not the nasty, vile human being there is. I don't know how she listened and read the warrant and come up with she joked. She was like, those pictures could be me. Girl, bye. We already know you are long in the tooth and you look it. D-Dub said Law and Crime showed a man messing with a vehicle a while back. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Dimples Wimple said Sonya uses Gap phone filler for her tooth. I know she has a flipper. Oh, who is this? Who? What is going on? Oh wow, Black but not bitter. What's happening? Wait a minute. Salt and Pepper Trusted says an 85-year-old man was arrested in my area for essay of a minor. That's what I'm saying. It happens all the time.
Okay.
But and that was when she said, I got your message on, it was Monday morning when you were
I got it.
Yeah. But it don't matter as long as she get it. She don't have to as long as she reads it and works on it, that's all I care about. If do you feel like that's what when she visits you, that she kind of, read through it, some of the things, because you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I see. I looked to see what it was. Thank you, Black but not bitter. Welcome, Juna Wallace. Welcome. Yeah, I see. Thank you for that, Black but not bitter. If y'all's message was taken out, it was because yeah.
What you spoke on.
But thank you for giving me the proper name. I always call it wrong. Just like the people who are for the breastfeeding, those lalicky people, lalaki, what are they? Who are they? Anyway.
And did she come like she was kind of informed? You know,
Right. That is true. That is true.
If she came in there like she was informed, then as long as she's reading it,
Right.
that's all that matters. You know, and I told her, you know, on the email, I told her what needed to be done. And when I spoke to her on the phone, and again, I'll call her Monday or Tuesday and just kind of I'll ask her where did she get with your other attorney. If he seems like if he's not responding to her, that's a problem.
That is a problem.
And what I was told by my butler, who's my attorney here, he was like, why don't you report him to the Bar Association in Atlanta? If he's doing anything that if he's not fulfilling his obligation as an attorney, you need to report him. You can report him. Well, here's the thing. She's open to taking everything. You know, you report him, and what you do is you get your money back from him.
See, AK's POV, I was going to let it go, but that is what I heard her say, her butler. So is he a butler or an attorney? Please clarify, Sonia, because you've got us in confusement. Yeah. Oh, Juna Wallace, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. I didn't think about it when I was sitting up here saying it. So I appreciate Black but Not Bitter for that, because I didn't even think about it. But y'all don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Like Dimples Wimple said, we got some Bruce Leroy mods, so it ain't a problem. It ain't a problem at all. Okay, G-Dub said his name is Butler. Okay. Shirley's divorce finally set her John who she slobbed down. Yeah, she know him like that, right? How come he won't go? He could go talk to him, just as a friend. If her and him are friends. Oh, can you do me a favor? I got this friend who's in this situation. I mean, child. It's Mad About Music said Hannah problem probably called her every name in the book. Yes. And remember, Joe said, don't Nesto had to talk to her, y'all. Remember where he said, don't call her no more. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to Joe.
He can deal for the little time he popped up in court.
I'm going to chill on all that right now.
Well, luckily, he's not over the more serious cases. She's going to have to come in on that pornography shit, though, definitely. Because if his attitude is what it is, I wouldn't want him handling anything that's going to cost me my freedom. You can take care of these probationable cases, no problem, But I'm not about to get stuck on those serious,
They already don't jump on that. They already know what to do.
Okay.
You just got to remind them. They already said they could do that.
I'm going to just tell her. Right. I'm going to just put it anything else to her. All right.
She understands what's going on.
And I asked her too, on the email. I told her. I said that since this is what you do. And he said and then too, remember when they sent me that email, well, we don't own the cases, we do not represent him on, she kept putting that out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make a note of that. That's fine.
Yeah,
please get off the case. Please get off that case.
Yeah, she on it now. She on it. She know what to do.
That's interesting. But when Krell wanted him to sign to get him on, because it just doesn't work like that. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, I want him off my case," or you have to go before the judge. I mean, this has to be formally done. So, no 54 said, "Ma'am, you are costing him his freedom." Exactly, as we speak. Chick-fil-A gal said, Hannah told Sonia, who the F are you telling me how to do my job, lint liquor? Justin's mom said Joe is like, I don't want to talk to her either. But it just doesn't work like that. But Krell, because there's a call where Krell, y'all remember that call where it was either a call or a visit, and he didn't want to sign to let Krell off the cases. So I mean, which is it? Do you want him on or do you want him off? Now you have Too Tight Hoover, who is showing up as he pleases for court dates because he has more important things to do than you and your 39 count RICO.
Just gotta get. I just want that fast thing going. That's it.
Right. Gotcha. Jump on that. Let's get that over and done with.
Yeah,
Produce your fake ass evidence.
They're gonna take 4 months right there. It takes 90 days. It takes 90 days. You got 120 days.
That's real.
I mean, you can look it up yourself.
Whatever. Okay, where did you email it to her? Oh, my email to her. There it goes. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, but did you find the names that I gave you last week? Did you send them to your folks?
You said Buckhead and Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And then the other name, which I think I already gave her that other name. Oh shit. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna send her the email though, and and my PI guy, I gotta call him because he didn't respond. Yeah, I don't know what his thing is, but my uncle that lives in Cleveland here, who works for Butler, is a PI. So it kind of don't matter because, you know what I'm saying, wherever the company is, wherever the company.
So wait a minute, she knows all these attorneys and PIs and things. How come for her case with Miss Janice she is going pro se? Why is she doing that? She knows all of these people. CJ says the pep Nesto has in his voice in these calls is gone from recent calls and visits. Yeah. I mean, because those tablet, that's why I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I will do one or two of the tablet visits. But I'm telling you, for whatever reason, they just give me anxiety. I just really. You know how the people on the body cam, oh, I'm about to have a panic attack. That's how I feel when I look at them tablet visits. I just can't. So, but I might get, if there's one that I think is important, maybe I'll do it. But it just,
Yes, you can go like what I need to get it done is whatever I need to get it done. So Barry is a PI. He used to be. That's the one who got me shipped off. He used to be the corporate at the jail when I caught my case, and then when they sentenced me, I was like, put me on the first thing out of here. He was like, what? I was like, I want to go to the farm now. And he got me out like 2 days out of the county. I was like, I want to be out here. So I said, put me, I'm going to go. So he hooked me up. Lucky jail hooked me up. He got me out of the county. Oh, gosh. My 20s.
Victor DeVille, I am so serious. Them things, I really do feel like I'm about to have a panic attack when I look at that. When I watch Native, I don't even look at the screen. I'm just kind of just doing other things, in the background because I just cannot. So I just, no. I would be better if it wasn't the bubble, but oh my gosh.
I haven't heard him mention that when they talk about my judge was Angelato. Judge Angelato, some Italian dude, white guy. Oh, white guy. Hell yeah, he did. Oh, where's he buried? I had to stomp on his grave. And he was like, when because Butler cried when he gave me 4 months. He was in there crying, and I was looking at him like, oh my God, why are you crying? So he was like, I was trying to plead that man when I went to go visit him the other day. He was like, she's just a thief. She needs to go to jail. I was like, well, that would have been nice. And he was like, yeah, he just hated you. And I was like, he didn't know me.
That's amazing me. Why being a judge and then you get ready to die, you dying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in prison. You don't just say fuck their life, whatever they going on.
But they get paid. No, they get paid when they send people to jail. That cushions their pocket. All it is money. It all boils down to money. The more convictions, the more money. Some people are only looking at the dollar. They don't give a shit about the people's lives. They're all about cushioning their pockets.
I got that part, but I'm saying,
yeah, they don't care.
You're going to get judged too, wherever you're going.
Right. Well, if people believe in that.
What?
Do he and her, the paralegal, not understand how it works? Unless you're having a bench trial, the jury decides your fate, not the judge. The judge just sentences you, and he has to sentence you based on sentencing guidelines. He's not just pulling it out of the clouds. He has certain guidelines. He's just there to be like a referee. You have to put it in simple terms for these people. He is there to be like a referee. Okay, so he keeps order in the court. He explains the rules and the regs and all that, but Why does he, unless you're having a bench trial, the judge doesn't decide your fate. Sassy Experience says this is probably their last call before they knew phone calls from prisons had their business. And it's obvious that even then, Sonia's agenda was to be a star in Nesto's show, and she only got worse when YouTube hit. And I completely agree with you. That is correct. I mean, she just felt ever so emboldened to say whatever, whenever, and however. She didn't, when she found out we were listening, she didn't try to curb what she was saying. She said what she said. No 54 said it be them teeth that unnerves you, Legacy. I can't look.
I don't believe in anything, but I do believe in treating people to my best ability. That's
Do
how I
you?
treat people. If I got to treat somebody bad, I just dismiss myself from the situation. If I got, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to treat anybody bad. I treat everybody exactly how I would love to be treated. I'm very conscious about that. So, but I don't believe in heaven and hell. You know, I don't believe in all judgment. I don't believe in none of that. But I do believe in respecting all living things, trees, animals, and people.
Okay, so how you respect trees and you writing on the paper that came from the trees?
I ain't got nothing to do with that part. I'm talking about the living. This already there. I said
Uh-oh.
living, all living things. When they're alive.
Uh-oh. Was Nesto getting a little bit philosophical with her? You love the trees, but you write on paper. Y'all, that's one for Nesto. Out of all these calls we've ever listened to, he got her that time. He got her. He was on it. Vic to the Bell said the call from the other night when she was rambling about single mothers really gave me anxiety. I wanted to reach through the phone. Oh my gosh. Shirley's divorce finally said he's always getting Sonya. He do be getting her, but that was a good one. That right there was a good one. And it was right on time. You know, he ain't usually always right on time, but that was a good one and it was right on time. Salt and Pepper Tressa says, when you're a judge getting ready to die, you die and say what? So I guess the point of that Salt and Pepper Trusses was like a judge is judging people, and then when you die, you know, you're gonna be at the pearly gates being judged. I guess that's what he's trying to say. So judges should beware and realize they're going to get judged one day too. And you know, one day they be on the bench and the next day they be dead. And Sonya, you know, she don't believe in dead stuff, you know, heaven and hell. She just believe in all living things and being nice, but she uses paper though. Chick-fil-A gal said, shady husband Nesto got 2 points. Yes. 3 years we've been doing this and he finally got some points.
I don't disrespect plants, you know, trees, animals. I don't disrespect animals. I try not to. If it's something in the house, if I could just catch it and throw it outside, I try to do that. I try not to kill it in
Girl,
the
no,
house.
you
I try
don't.
to just catch it and throw it out.
She
Roaches, I
lying.
will kill. Bugs, yeah. But lizards and stuff like that get in the house, I try to just trap it and set it free. Like my brother caught a groundhog. And he was like, I said, don't kill it. Just drive it across town and set it free. You know, don't kill it. I was like, because it's supposed to be out here, you know, doing whatever it does. You know, I said, but don't kill it. Just trap it. Take it to a forest area away across town. Like I do cats. When my Tennessee has cats and stuff, I'll catch it.
What do you want to
And
do?
I'll,
Catch it and eat it?
Do y'all think I believe that? Do y'all think I believe she's catching bugs in her house and putting it outside? Come on now. I respect living things too, but guess what? If it's a bug in here, I'm stepping on it. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Joseph Bullard said, wait a minute, Justin's mom says she had a dead tooth. Joseph Bullard says she thought she could parlay Nesto into being her meal ticket, but all she got was an empty lunch ticket. And you know what? I do believe that she looked at his Instagram and she fell for the hype, but what she didn't know is that was other people's money and not his. I mean, she thinks he owned a business and he didn't really, for real, for real. Hey, them folks, how you doing?
no, he just wanted to kill it because it was doing something to his property. I don't know what groundhogs do, but it was doing something that he was disturbed about. So
They live in the
must have been there was a
ground.
skunk back there. And I was like, I ain't back there with that skunk. He's afraid and be something. Right, so. But no, if you respect all living things and if you treat people exactly how, if everybody could treat everybody how they want to be treated, the world would be great. And people were conscious about that. Because a lot of people aren't conscious about how they want to be treated. They just treat people like however they feel or fuck them or whatever. But, you know, when they're dealing with somebody personally, like then they feel like, oh, treat me like this is how I want to be treated. But they're never conscious about it with all people, only with certain individuals or certain circumstances. It comes to their forefront of mindset in which, you know what I'm saying? But so I never have that in the back of my head. It's always in the front of my head. I would never tell you, don't do this and I do it, or don't treat me like this and I treat you like that.
Okay, so when you tell me I need to take care of myself, then you on the barely take care of yourself. Let me hear that part. You ain't got your vitamins yet. You told me to going across the street to get your vitamins. Yeah.
You want to throw that back?
Going across the street to get them vitamins, them jelly beans. Go get them jelly beans. Yeah, she's saying groundhog, my tie. You heard her correctly. Sassy Experience said Wade Wilson has a harem giving him $1,000. The broke YSL friend has high level attorneys volunteer to help him for free. Molesto has Sonya. And the funny thing about the Wade Wilson thing is all of those women, once they found out what's her name, I can't. Was it Kelly? I don't know. The one that got them all together. They all banded together and was helping Wade Wilson. Now, he got folks over in Germany. I mean, he really got a good thing going. This girl, she couldn't even, first of all, this man asked for a GoFundMe in July. She didn't even get it up and running until December, the 15th, the 18th, and by December the 30th, it was gone. So she couldn't even do that right. She couldn't do it right.
At me like that. Oh my God. So what happened is
you ain't got to do all that.
I am so first of all, I feel like you're more fragile than me. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like because you got the shot. And you're a little older than me, but not that older. But I just really feel like you're fragile. That's why I just really be like so stressed and like worried. Even though you probably could be more healthier than me. Ain't no telling, But I just really feel, and I just feel like I don't feel like I'm sick, even though I'm sick. Because I got a strong mentality, and I don't necessarily let my physical overpower my mind. So a lot of it, as soon as I get off the phone with you, I don't think about it. I don't think about my health. I'm off the phone, I'm not thinking about it. I think about everything else. Even when I'm going through it, I don't.
Hey, Sonya. Hey, Nesto. Sonya just low-key called you a pussy. Okay?
I'm thinking, you're not going to do something to avoid this. Or I could take this, and I don't feel like this. I never take, medication. I already have a shitload of prescriptions at the house. Even when I got shot, they sent me home with a whole bunch of drugs. I didn't take nothing. I just, fuck it. I can, whatever I'm going through, I could do it. And I just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I could take the pain. Now, when I was in the hospital 2 years ago, after a week of that, I couldn't. It was unbearable because it was all day, every day for, a month. And that got to be unbearable after, the second week, especially when the drugs weren't working, that they were giving me. And I was just like, I just can't, do this no more. This is it's the worst thing ever, forced labor. But I don't know, when you go through a lot of shit, I don't know, it just sets you up for, you know what I'm saying? And I've been through so much worse, and what I'm going through now, I feel like it's nothing, even though it's probably something. But, getting shot and then the shit that I went through in 20, it's like, it's nowhere near that. So it's very light. And I'm not a sensitive person. So, I don't know. I just say when we hang up the phone, I don't even be thinking about it. I'll be worried about your health and your shit. I don't even think about me.
Oh, you need to think about your health on part of you.
I know, right?
You can't make me believe that she was pow-pow the way that she was pow-pow. And she didn't take anything. You can't make me believe that. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I know my mother was not one for taking, pills. And she was asleep. I started sleeping in the room with her when, we got her back home. And she was sleeping. She was moaning in her sleep, and I woke her up, and I was like, are you sure you don't want one of these pills, one of these Percocets? Because she was not one to take those medicines, but that's how I knew my mother was bad off, because she said yes. I woke her up and she said yes. So you can't make me believe that she was there and she was pow the way she was pow and the way they had to repair it, and she just went without anything. I don't believe that. She's lying.
I know. But I just feel like I got it. I just feel like I'm good. I got it. Yeah, I think this trip here has been such an eye-opener. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of got me out of my little lazy, unconscious funk that I was in. And I'm kind of feeling like, all right, now I'm ready to grind again. I kind of took myself on a year vacation. So I think I'm about ready to grind again, and I'm about to do something.
Yeah, your conversation is different. Your conversation different.
Yeah, I'm about to do something. I feel real confident that your situation is what it needs to be. I kind of need to put some more light on it, though. I kind of think it needs to be kind of out loud. I think your situation needs to be outed, because if you make your situation, the main reason why you weren't making your shit public is because you were trying to protect her. Now that it's all the way out there anyway, I think it just needs to be some light shit on the fact that what Roswell police is doing, you know, everything need to be like a, you know what I'm saying? Because when they quietly do shit and fuck you over, and they know they're wrong. All of this shit they doing is wrong.
So who do you talk to about that part? Who have you talked
to? I'm still working on it. I had a conversation.
He's been in jail since 2022. Since this is August 2024. This is 2023 in August. 2024 is around the corner, and she's still working on it. What kind of work are you doing that you don't have this done? Y'all said she was begging for morphine. Let me tell you, when I had my gastric bypass, let me tell you, they'll only let you hit that thing so many times per whatever the interval is. Every time I was able to hit it, you hit it and it goes beep beep. And I would hit that thing as many times as it would allow, because I was in pain from that surgery. I was cut, stapled, everything. So I was in pain. So you can't make me believe that she was not in any kind of pain. Chick-fil-A gal said she didn't have insurance for her meds. That's the only reason she didn't take any. Well, since she had a child, and it doesn't sound like she had a job, she was probably on welfare. My Ty said, what does being sensitive have to do with pain management? I don't know, but I keep saying that y'all, she said, you a pussy in so many words. Allegedly in Harmon says, please make sure you thumbs up this live. Sassy Experience says, say it again. Legacy. I had the DS, and that pain ain't no joke. I'm telling you, it's not. And when I got home, I had to sleep in a chair until they took the staples out. And then I took my behind. I was so happy. I said, oh, I'm gonna lay in my bed. The day I had my staples out, I went and got in my bed to take a nap. And when I woke up, I had to call my sister to come get me up because I couldn't get up. So she's full of it. Karen S. said, we all know she lying. That pain would be unbearable. Yep, it would.
With Claudia Jordan. She took too long, and then I was like, never mind, I'm not going to worry about it, because I like the way she reported your story. She was very, Claudia Jordan.
Oh, Claudia did my story?
Yeah, she sure did. She did it all.
The bitch from the Highways?
Yeah, but she was with Fox. She was with Jamie Foxx years ago. I used to listen to her back when Simone was a kid. But she did it on Fox Soul, which is like a Fox Black channel.
So she felt my story up. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they did your story. She sure did. And she did it the most respectful out of everybody. And so I reached out to her, yeah. And then so she said, I told her to check my message and come. And she said, okay. Then, like 4 days passed, and she didn't call or anything, and I was like, okay, well, I can only assume that, you know.
No, because I know her personally.
Do you?
I know her, yeah, I know her before I even got married. I've been knowing her about 12 years.
Do you know her?
No, I met her when she was with the Rick Smile Show for a minute, and she took over her place. That's who took her place.
It took your ex's place?
Yeah, it took
okay. So are y'all on good terms or bad terms?
No, we ain't no terms like that. We never had no terms. But she
First of all, the thing about Fox Soul, and I used to watch it. The thing about Fox Soul is they scroll the internet and look for things to talk about. So all they said, and it wasn't Claudia Jordan, it was her, Funky Dineva, and what's his name? Star Jones' husband, whatever his, I can't think of his name. They all talked about it, and they all gave she just talked about it. She's the husband of Shirley Strawberry's in jail for XYZ. She just did that, reported that like they report everything else, okay? So no, and yeah, Sonia did reach out to her, and Claudia Jordan didn't. Claudia Jordan said, she said, I think somebody texted me about him in my DMs. She said in my DMs, but I never answered. That's what she said. And she wasn't like, oh yeah, somebody. She was like, I think. That's what she said. So girls, stop. Bye. She thinks she can say these things and just get away with it. You know, shoot. Other people watch Fox Soul, Sonya. So we know what had happened. Thank you, CJ. Al Reynolds.
Exactly who I am. She knows exactly who I am.
Yeah. Well, she did it. She did the best out of everybody. She didn't, she didn't throw it on Steve, and then she didn't make it to say, but she said people kept asking her to do the story, and that's why she did it, because she wasn't going to do it.
Claudia Jordan did not say that. She did not say that. They talked about his story and moved right along and talked about the next story. She didn't sit up there and say, oh, I wasn't going to. She didn't say none of that. Miss Mad About Music said Al and Funky Dineva were clowning him back. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. She is sitting up lying, and she's making it sound like, oh, only Claudia Jordan talked. No, the whole panel did. Al Reynolds, Funky Dineva, and Claudia Jordan. And I mean, really, Claudia Jordan on that show, I guess because it was her idea, they kept her around, but her reporting was a bit lackluster the way she did news anyway. So no, that, and Claudia Jordan said no. She never said that. She never said that. Oh, this child lied. They giggled. Mimi, see, that's what. Thank you, Mimi. Shirley's divorce finally said, Nesto, Claudia, don't know you, sir. And she didn't say, oh, yeah, I met him before. I mean, she didn't act like there was any familiarity. And usually when you're talking, they'll talk about people. If they are doing a story, they might mention something. But it was like they talked about it, they clowned, and they moved on. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. Vic to the Veld said, I wonder if Nesto tried to hit on Claudia. I had heard he did, but, I don't know. I'm still trying to find out. Everybody kept talking about a housewife, and I keep getting different things. Like some people say they think it was Cynthia. Some people think it was Sheree. And then I know Claudia Jordan came up a lot. So who knows? Who knows?
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
She's in Atlanta right now. I seen her on TV about 3 months ago.
She lives in Dallas.
Yeah, but she lives in Dallas, but she's doing something in Atlanta.
She travels a lot because she's in media. But yeah.
Yeah, because she had a accident. She had some bad shit come out of her head too.
Well, they're talking about her now. What's they talking about? She done fucked 28 dudes. I just read that today.
That's the same one. That's the one. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they just talked about her today. I forget who it was. Who was on.
When she travels, she's not necessarily traveling to do news anywhere. It's not like anybody's calling her and asking her to be a correspondent. She does a lot of Tubi movies, okay? Every now and then she might host something, but like her main thing when she's traveling is doing Tubi movies. Come on now. These people. AK's POV said Nestor just referred to Claudia as that the B word. Then Sonia said she was nice about the story. He's so shady. He is. My Tai said, I'm sure he did. You see how excited he got with the mention of her name at Vic to the Veld. And Salt and Pepper Tresses said they only talked about it because of Steve Harvey's connection. I mean, that's it. And it was a one and done, just like everything else they do.
I was just reading, and he had her whole sex list. Oh, Blueface. Blueface was talking about her. Because he said something about him and what's the name, the rapper. And so he was like, you start to use 28 people, and you got P. Diddy on the list, and Tyrese, and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And she was like, about 5 of them people are correct. She said, 23 is just filler. I ain't fuck all of them people. But I read it.
Yeah. You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm on that. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? The more lights you put on a situation, the less damage they can do to you. If your shit is out loud like that, you know, then they got to answer for all of their fuckery. That's all. You want to talk all of this mad shit about Trump, but look how you running your DA's office. All of this shit you doing is shady as hell. You and Roswell police.
Okay.
Trust me. The more light on it, and now since it's already out there.
It's over now.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do what we need to do. Put some light on it. Call me tonight. Don't forget, or I'm gonna kick you.
All right. Thank you. Love you too. I'll call you.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Call number 3, the last call. So now it can't be that this man actually broke laws. It's, oh, faniwillis is shady. Oh, Roswell is shady. Oh, them girls is lying. It's civil. Everything, his whole situation is somebody else. There's not one thing that he is responsible for. Let her tell it. D-Dub said, did they even mention his name or just refer to him as Shirley Strawberry's husband? You know what? I do. For some reason, I don't think I remember the story, but I actually don't remember them like saying his name, his like full name. And I don't know if I don't really know. Somebody else in the chat might remember. No 54 says she surely pivoted from positive to negative on Claudia. She sure did, because that's how she does. Tearing Black women down, but I love and respect all living and breathing things, except for paper. Or trees, because she writes on paper. Joseph Bullard said, gossiping, messy little kid. Chick-fil-A gal said, Nesto don't know what the hell a blue face is. And really, the way I remember that situation going, it was his mama that got into it with Claudia Jordan, not him, if I remember the situation correctly. Oh, I guess I better hit play. Oh, I did. Okay.
I'm waiting, actually. Hold on, I'm going to put some money up while I do this. I'm waiting on my friend Wally. He used to play for the Cleveland Browns. He got inducted over the weekend.
Here we
In the
go.
Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame. And he's in town. And I had posted a picture on Facebook, and he was like, "You in Cleveland?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "I'm in Cleveland." So he wanted to know. He wanted to meet down the street at the at that spot we went to on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So so I ain't seen Wally since he played for the fucking Browns.
Ernest Strawberry.
Nice. Birdie. 108. What's my code to my money? 108? I think it's 108. Oh, it's not. It's 808. 818. I don't know. Hi, how you doing?
Me, trying to figure out how I should go and order my magazines now. When I get taken out of here.
Oh, yeah. What magazines you want? From there?
Huh? No, yeah. My same usual, my DuPont.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only thing I really like.
Does it, well, after you read it that first week, do you go back and forward to it, or is it just a one-time thing?
No, I go back and forth to it. No, I might read it, and then I'll put it in.
Girl, bye. He looks at the pictures. Hey, Dr. Charles. Dimples Wimples said, I can see Sonia bragging, saying, I'm the one that took Shirley Strawberry's husband. Or Edith's. Pick one. Leo Lady says they put up his picture and Erica's picture. Oh, yes. As Al laughed. They sure did. They had those mugshot pictures up. That's what I think it was Chick-fil-A girls Ernest Strawberry. Dimples Wimple said, I can see some. Oh, I just read that. Okay.
Now for about 2 weeks and read it again. Put up my bump and read it again.
Picture read.
My brother sent me some videos. I don't know why. It was Kim Kardashian. It was something from Lala's page. I'm trying to figure out what right. I'm like, did he even send me this? And he sent me a picture of you and him with white suits on. You was really cute.
Oh, you sent me that already.
I don't know. Not this one. This is kind of look like it's different. I've never seen that before.
Oh.
It's the same event, I want to say, but you know what I'm saying. It was looking all cute. You always look cute.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you were looking handsome.
But he ain't getting you what you need, though. That ain't getting you what you need.
All right, that's why I'm right. He's not giving me what I really want, which is that damn girl stuff.
Whatever.
He looks way bigger than you. He's taller than you.
Big, yeah,
So he makes you look smaller. He makes you look like a small dude.
Yeah. And he is bigger than me. You know that already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's bigger than you.
I'm good at my size.
I'm good at your size too. Mm-hmm. Huh?
You know, hey Del Sol, I was about to interrupt and say, I'm thinking she probably meant something else when she said bigger. And then just before I could say it, she said it. So isn't it funny how they're talking about the difference between size and him and Lamont, and she automatically goes to a sexual nature? That's just very interesting to me.
Yeah, you're doable, honey. You're very doable. Okay.
So how was your day today?
So we had a nice time. We went to go to some Spanish, little spot and had tacos, whatever. And then she had to go get home to her. We went to our friend owns the bar. We walked in there for a second, and then we walked right back out of there. We was like, yeah, this ain't our speed, It looked like, old black folks that never really amount to anything. That's what it kind of looked like. So we was like, yeah, let's get out here instead of Kevin. The one
Old black folks who never amount to anything. Isn't that interesting? That's an interesting thing to hear. Wow.
he was out with yesterday, the day before yesterday. He was like, I'm up here at 1889. It's just like, it's a new spot, and it's like the thing that's across the street from me at the park, where you play golf, virtual golf, and then they have, a nice little menu, and then they, have a nice little bar.
Golf putt, golf.
It's not like, no, it's virtual, so it's not like Top Golf, but it's virtual where it's a screen, and then you hit the ball, and it's like you're somewhere, but you're not. It's virtual. It's like golfing. It's like a golfing video game, but you're actually standing up in the thing, and then you hit the club. One dude brought all his clubs in and everything. I'm like, okay, he's serious. But yeah, it's like that. So we sat there, and then a couple people from Shaker, because we were in Shaker Heights. So a couple people came in and got in school with, and we took some pictures or whatever. Sat around there for a couple hours, and then that's when I was like, we was headed here, but she was going out. But I was like, just dropping off with my cousin, house Keita. So I haven't seen Keita yet, and so she ended up coming home instead. And that's when Bobby was like, I'm in town. And I'm like, the spot is right down the street, so let me know what you want to do, because I'm like, man, Zippo's like, he got 30 minutes, and that's not be in the bed. You're in the bed. He leaves tomorrow. His plane leave tomorrow. So I was like, if he don't make it out tonight, I said we could do brunch in the morning or something like that. Because I literally have not seen him since Sydney was like, or 4. I mean, Sydney was 4 years old. That's when I started walking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't so yeah, that was a long time ago. I actually hooked him up with this girl that I don't even like anymore. She gets my fucking nerves. That was her waist.
Wow.
So, yeah, I could hook him up with somebody better than her, because she turned out to be a fake as hell.
Well, that's a bunch of them out there fake in the darkness, ain't they?
Aren't they, right?
Yeah.
That's why my circle's so very small. So my cousins, so like people have thought that I posted, I'm in Cleveland now, because no one really kind of knew, really. And so everybody's like messaging me, hey, wait, how long are you here for? Where are you going to be at? I'm going to be my aunt.
Okay, so a while ago, someone had told me that, the reason why she's been ran out of everywhere she's been, like Cleveland, Miami. I think where's that other place she was at a short while? At the Michigan. So I'm kind of. I didn't pay it much attention because I'm the type of person I need proof. Like, what proof is it? Like, I need to talk to the hitman or something. I need more concrete proof. But the more I listen to her conversation, like, you're like, okay, I'm gone from Miami. So I was thinking she came from Florida when she moved to Georgia. I thought it was from Florida, but now it's sounding like it was from Cleveland, because I don't know. Karen S says she liked that pimp talk. She does. And Chick-fil-A Gal says she was in her comfort zone and filled out an application. Muffin218 says she sneaks in and out of town. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning on the fence toward maybe she is getting run out at all these different places.
House tomorrow. So if you want to, all the cousins, if you want to see me, come to the aunt house and see me there.
Okay. You
I'm
doing
trying to see about
a
that.
family reunion?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I usually do when I come to Cleveland. I'll post on Facebook, and then I'll say, I'll be at Cheesecake Factory, or I'll pick a restaurant, and then I'll say the time, and then anybody that want to come run into me, they'll come and run into me at the restaurant.
Are you
So,
serious?
yeah, that works the best, and it'd be people I really care to see, other than everybody else. No, I'm down. I'm tired, I'm kind of like, my stomach is kind of like, ugh. But the place is literally 2 blocks down the street. And I could keep my tennis shoes on and my sneakers. I don't have to dress up. So I told him, I'm like, I'm just laying on my back because I washed my hair. I had to wash my hair today. It was looking so it was looking old. So I washed my hair and just pulled it up. I just pulled it up wet and just put it in the sun. It was just wet. Just wore it wet. So, wet and wavy. I wore it wet and wavy today.
Okay, wet.
And it's supposed to rain tomorrow and it's supposed to rain Monday. So I was going to blow dry my hair out and wear it down. And I was like, it's going to rain. I'm not even going to bother with it. It's just going to stay just like this until I leave. I'll wear it down when I get there for you.
Girl, you don't have wet and wavy hair. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
So I think it was up the last 2 times I saw you.
Yeah,
Right? My hair was up the last 2 times I saw you.
Yeah, it was out. It was dangling. They're doing what they need to do, I guess. You get back, you gotta find you something. You gotta get into some things so you won't feel so bored.
I'm not even be bored. Right. I think Sydney went by the house and checked on the house today. You talking about bored where? Here?
I'm talking about when you get back. So
when I get home.
You're not dealing with no grown folks. You're really not.
I'm not. That's what I think it is, right? Because I don't really know anybody.
Yeah, you ain't dealing with no grown folks, so.
I don't know nobody. Let's say that. I mean, I do, but I really don't.
Okay.
I know some people, but I don't.
You got to meet some folks now, dude, to get out there and mingle around. You got to get out there and mingle some people. Some, yeah. I understand why, though, because they ain't shit.
Right, that's the thing. But Sean, so Sean, the one that's coming up tomorrow, the one I was going to ride back with, he's in the music industry or whatever. And I was going to say, it was his best friend. Remember, when I met, I know some pimps. His best friend from high school, Tim was a pimp, and then my cousin was a pimp, too. And then a couple other people I know was pimps. But him and Timmy always come over when we were, like, in high school and shit. And they were my brother's friends. That's what Sean is. He's my brother's friend. But he knows.
I know a celebrity or 3. And unless the story I'm telling has something to do with them, I just don't. I mean, she knows all these famous people, and yet she is who she is. You know what I'm saying? If you have access to all of these famous people, why aren't you in a better position in life? If you have access to all these celebrities and professionals, you mean to tell me amongst them you can't find anything better than this, which you're talking to on the phone? Are you serious right now? Mixtress Monica says she's always acting like her hair is something special. And the only person who can ever think that is her. Because I've seen it, what she has. Dr. Charles said all this name dropping is a sure indicator that this is one lonely heifer. Okay? That's what I mean. People who actually know people, they don't just drop. Say, for example, Native. He don't like name names unless it's relevant to what he's talking about. Other than that, he's just not every day naming all the celebrities that he knows. He's just not doing that. And I don't. People who tend to name drop don't know these people. And these people don't know her. Shirley's divorce finally said she don't know them folks. Allegedly, in Harmon said they know her character, so they don't deal with her.
A lot of people, because he's been in Atlanta at least 20 years. He's been in Atlanta, and he's been in the industry, and, he knows, So I may pick his brain,
Oh, Lord.
Okay. It's kind of like wait, man, because he was trying to send some music to Lil G. And I gave him Lil G's info, and I was like, I'll send it to Lil G. But Lil G was from Silk. He was just in the middle of doing some, because Lil G do a lot of solo stuff.
Okay.
And he was kind of doing that, like trying to get back into that. And then, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know some people, but I just never reach out to no people because I could ask Lil G. You know what I'm saying? Some shit. And then, because he has a night at a club actually now, like a grown folks night. That he plays music with him. He plays instruments as well to sing. I just really haven't tapped into people I do know. Let's say that.
You just ain't tapped in what you want to do yet. That's what it is.
That is the thing too. And then two, like my brother be coming to me with these things, and then he'd be like, okay, let me try it first, like that. And he was doing all that Bitcoin stuff, and he lost like $150,000. And so he was like, okay, we ain't gonna do that because they hold my money, I can't get my money back, so we ain't gonna worry about that. Let's do something else. And then he'll throw flops or something. He'd be all over the place, and maybe let me do it first, and if it work out, then I'll put you on. So he'd be like a test run. So he'd be okay with losing money. I'd be like mad about $20, And he take $150,000 loss like I take a $10 loss. Right? He don't be mad. He just.
So, Black But Not Bitter said, I asked G if he knew Sonya, and he denied knowing her. Right. That's another, like, Black But Not Bitter. She knows people. Do you hear her just like name dropping? Unless it's part of the conversation. People don't do that. Unless that's how you know when people truly know somebody, because it doesn't come up unless it's part of the conversation or part of the story that they are trying to tell. But with her, she just name drops. She knows all these people, and like I said, she's nowhere. Sassy Experience said, but why she only know the Mother's Day brunch show celebrities? Mimi said, oh wow, Black But Not Bitter. Shirley's Divorce finally said, why she sounds so nasal? Her voice get on my nerves. I'd rather hear the nasal voice than the sexy voice. That voice. Leo Lady says, Sonya, you always about you. Sonya, you bad about $10. Yeah, remember when she got all this money, but she was hounding Dion she was mad about that $10, and remember she needed that $250 from him. So I just think some of his relatives, people, his team should do something. No, you're asking because you don't have it. That's why. Okay, Dion didn't produce it, and what happened? Nothing. Salt and Pepper Tresses says, just like Nesto, all the celebrities he claims to know, none of them came out to help him. And I'm going to tell you about that. I believe, because I with celebrities, especially if you're in LA, and since there's a lot of Black celebrities in Atlanta, it's not a far too far-fetched that you see one walking down the street, because that's what they do, and you say, oh, so and so, can we take a picture together? That doesn't mean that you know them. That just means that you happen to see them on Rodeo Drive or in front of the Burger King, and maybe Denzel Washington wanted a hamburger, and you say, oh, can we take a picture? Hi, I'm a big fan of yours. Can we take a picture? So that's how that usually happens. I just don't believe that, he knows all these people that he has pictures with. Talks with TK said, imagine knowing all these money men and having nothing to show for it or to give to your indignant boyfriend. And the fact that, like I said, all these people and this is what you're doing. Mimi said that's her constipated voice. Joseph Buller said, always stunting for YouTube. Yeah, like that RV. She sure showed us, huh? Dr. Charles says she's trying to compete with Shirley because Shirley's proximity to Steve and other celebrities. You're right about that. And Black But Not Bitter said, I'm going to ask G and Jimmy if they know Cougar. Just when you do Black But Not Bitter, say, hey, do you know that girl? Her name is have you ever been ghosted? Do that. Ask them, do they know that song? Ask them, have they heard the remix with Lil Scrappy?
Be like Ant's part of the gang because he likes to gamble. I don't like to gamble. Right. So he likes Vegas and he likes to do like gambling and all that stuff. So he likes to play like that. I don't like to gamble. When I go to Vegas, I like to shop. I don't go to casinos. I go shopping. That's my thing. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to casinos. I don't like casinos because you can't walk out of there with nothing. but
Right.
money,
You're
and
giving
that's a maybe. So I'm like, I'm not about to go down to maybe. So let's go to the mall. And I like the shop, you know, that mall that sits on the strip. What's it called? Fashion Place Mall or something it's called. I like to go there. I get a bit before I go to the strip. You know how you got the little mall outside of the strip? You go down there and you got all the outlets and stuff. I'm taking my clothes off. What time is it? She's taking her clothes off.
Oh, she just texted you.
Yeah. What?
It's 10 o'clock. It's almost 11 o'clock.
I told you 10:30. I told him I was gonna get him 10:30.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's fine. You know what? If he come out the house, if he say he's going out, he can swing by and grab me.
Oh, okay.
He can always grab me because he gotta pass me to go there anyway. But he old like me, so he ain't gonna be trying to hang. I think Wally might be. Hold on, let me Google Wally and see how old Wally is.
You ain't got to do all that.
William. No, I was just trying to figure out how old he is. Football player. He's 52. He's 52, so he's a little bit younger.
Yeah, he's younger than you.
Shut up! I'm younger than you.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
I love you. Oh, every reason why.
I don't know a reason why.
Let's count the ways.
You don't. How you say you don't know why?
No, I don't know why. I don't know because every day is different levels. You know.
Let me hear that part.
Okay, so I love you in 3 ways. I love you like a friend. I love you like a boyfriend, and I love you like I just love you.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's the way possible.
Oh, okay.
In love, I know the difference. Of course,
okay.
I know the difference.
All right.
It's everything. To be in love with somebody and to just have love for a person and to love a person.
Okay. Which one you got?
I got all 3 for you.
You what? Oh, okay.
I got all 3, and I like you. That's important too, because sometimes you love and not like a person. So.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Still so sad. Oh boy. Dimples Wimple says Sonya should rock a boosie fade. It'll make her look more masculine. You mean she don't already? D-Dub said, I want to know whatever happened to the alleged anonymous donor. You know, I'm convinced. I don't know. Was Wade Wilson out at that time? Because you know he had an anonymous donor. I don't know where, but I'm almost positive she said that because she heard it somewhere else. Because she don't have original thoughts, so she heard that from somewhere else and using it. Chick-fil-A girl said nobody was never coming. I don't understand why she knows all these lawyer friends and no one, she can't get anybody to just even have a consult with this man. And why is she representing herself pro se? It makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. So I love you as a friend. I love you as a boyfriend, and I just love you. That's the 3 ways. Chick-fil-A girl said. You know something about these you love him in 3 ways, but you couldn't think of a third thing to say. She could not think of a third. It was like I mean, can't make it up. Thank goodness we only got about like less than 5 minutes on this. Mimi said that criminal kind of love. Salt and Pepper Trusses said, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love you in 3 ways, but I can only come up with 2.
So what made you want to reach out to that girl today? Not today.
Okay.
What's her name? I forgot her name. That quick. You talking about earlier.
That's a good question, because I want to talk about it.
Yes, you did. You said you texted her and she didn't text you back. It's been 4 days now. The one supposed to do the
Oh, because I wanted to see if she wanted to do it.
Oh.
Because she was the only one that wasn't, because I told you she was the only one that covered the story and was not real nasty about it like everybody else.
Oh, but okay.
Right?
You know how that can't be true now that I think about it? First of all, Miss Mad About Music says she's representing herself because she thinks she knows everything psychomanic. I'm thinking that the day that they did the story on him, that's when Claudia mentioned that somebody, she didn't even know who, somebody DM'd her. So that can't be true. It can't be that she because that's the only time this man came up on Fox Soul. So it has to be that she reached out to Claudia Jordan before they even reported the story. And she's like, yeah, I think somebody DM'd me, if I'm not mistaken. Mimi said, I forgot her name. Yeah, right. This man about music said he knows Claudia, but he forgot her name. Exactly. And they were just talking about her, isn't this the same day? I think it's the same day. Dr. Charles said, I still can't understand what it is about this man that triggers her to lie to him so much. He's a bum. I'm thinking probably because he believes it. Like us, we don't believe most of what she says. Him, he believes everything that she says. I mean, after all, he thinks she's smart and has a ferocious mouthpiece. So, I really think that that's why she does that.
Wow.
But who's listening to her after they go back and put the report on her?
Oh, she had enough. She had a lot of people that actually. Hold on, let me see.
No, he didn't say that. Did y'all just catch that? He said, who listening to her after they put that report out on her? Now, this is my first time hearing about how many people she slept with, but how many people you sleep with, what that got to do with anything? Everybody has a past. I mean, look, Al Reynolds was sitting up there married to Star Jones. Of course, he can't talk about it. And and he's pansexual. So, I mean, really? These people are up there doing internet news. That's what they did on Fox Soul. Internet news. It ain't like they was going in like the New York Times doing stories. Come on now. Mimi said he is a captive audience. Literally. CJ said at Dr. Charles, she's trying to live up to his fake image. Right. Right. They're both a bunch of liars and they lie to each other, but I think she tells him those lies because, if you're trying to make yourself or hold yourself out to be a certain way and a certain person, and everybody pretty much can see through you, and you find that one person that actually falls for it, oh, yeah, you're just going to go with it and come up with any and everything to say.
Watched her thing. Ernesto Williams. She had 70,000 people watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
and that's another thing. She keeps saying she. It's a panel of three. It's not like Claudia Jordan is sitting up there by herself and she's talking about. She always leads the story. Then Funky Dineva says what she's got to say, and then Al Reynolds says what he has to say, and it's usually something of intelligence sometimes. So that's how that show works. I wonder, has Nesto ever seen it before? These people are annoying.
Ben
Oops.
Central had 158,000 people watch it. She only had 4,000 people watch it. He had 800.
That shit has been
She had
about
no views. They just posted this one. This one's new. This one's 21 hours ago. They take an unexpected. Whoa. It just said 5 minutes ago, Shirley Strawberry husband's case take an unexpected twist. Sweetheart. At a bar, legal counsel for TA. Everybody on there.
So basically, she's on YouTube right now.
What the fuck she talking about?
Hey, no 54. Al didn't say that. I did. I'm the one who said it because he does like women and he does like men, and he says he's never had a trans woman, but he's down for finding out. So that's why I just say pan, because he'll take either or, Shirley's divorce finally said at this point he thought she had money. He did. He did, because, she's got 18, 17 properties, and, she works in the back room of the strip club. She got it going on, and she works for attorneys. She's got all these jobs.
Yeah. Speed. Up to speed, Ernesto Stanford. Burglary, illicit exploitation, and $1 million false plan to what? Get his attorney just dropped sensation proof Nesto at any point. What the fuck are they even talking about? Burglary, equipped burglary, happened in the Cobb region. Authority. Man, you know what they be doing? They be pulling other Ernesto's cases in your shit.
Yes,
That's what they did.
No, they didn't. Good grief. Chronicle Speaks misspoke one time. And she is just wearing that into the ground. Nobody is looking, because people, it's not hard to find out his date of birth. It really isn't. Just even if you listen to the calls, you can figure it out. But D-Dub says if Claudia was that important to the show, it wouldn't have fallen apart after Funky Dineva left. Exactly. Okay. That may have been her show. That may have been like her baby. But you see what happened. I stopped watching after Funky Dineva left. I didn't watch anymore. It just was not entertaining. And I certainly wasn't gonna watch with Armand Wiggins on there. A lady said, she got that mouthpiece too. I forgot. She got that mouthpiece because it's ferocious. It's ferocious.
Blameless, my client. Ernesto is honest of the multiple charges brought against him. I'm saying this.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. What you think about?
They're mixing it. Because they said you got 2 years. That's the other guy.
Yeah, they're just mixing all that stuff together. They just talking.
Oh, yeah. They're just looking at the name and not looking at the oh, shit, who died? That's a lot of blood. Yeah, they on some bullshit.
Okay, keep thinking that.
Yeah, some bullshit.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm just going. My time coming. It's gonna be.
It is, my love.
It is.
Let's see that back.
Well,
What? Huh? Yeah.
They made it.
Who made what?
You guy made it over there yet? They call you yet?
No, I said call me right back. I didn't say nothing about him. If he calls, he calls. He no, he don't. She got her clothes off, and I'm in the bed with a scarf on my head, my eyes closed. I don't really care. I already told him, we gonna run into each other tomorrow if we got to, but it ain't no biggie. It ain't no biggie. Make sure you call me right back, but I'm gonna touch you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can fulfill. It's 10:19 and 21.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
You got something to do? You talking to somebody? Who you talking to?
He got something to do.
You funny. Ain't nobody trying.
I can see Joe.
Right now, I'm up.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Oh wow, so we did it. Yeah, Funky Dineva, it was time to renew the contracts, and he thought he should be, he wanted an increase, but honestly, I don't, for what they do and the time that they were on, I personally think that was some decent money to be getting. So let's see. But somebody said, D-Dub said, I bet Nesto wishes he could trade charges with that young guy. I know, right? Shirley's divorce finally says she works under the table on her knees in the law office. Yeah, we met before midnight. How about it? And let me see, what time we're just a little over 2 hours. I am shocked. I am really, really shocked. We did it, y'all. And after all, I know this is happening to us right now, but Karen S. said Al would have been a better match for Tyler Perry. You know what's funny? I remember when Star Jones, when she was on The View and they was getting married, as soon as I saw him, I was like, I said, he's gay, just like Terry McMillan's husband. I said, he gay. So that's why when they find out, I'm shocked, because like I knew when I looked at him, both of them. So, but yep, we made it. We are done. We about to get up out of here. I will be back tomorrow. Possibly with V. Lenore, and we're gonna do something different a little bit. So I hope that you all will be here to join us. Shout out to the marvelous Moonlight mods. Thank you for the member milestones and the super chats. I appreciate all of you being here and listening to their foolishness and mine too. Black but not bitter says all Star saw was light skin and good hair. Right. Um, something else. Speaking about Claudia Jordan, she's just not a favorite of mine because I feel like she's a colorist. Now she was kind of a little bit different on that show, but I just find her to be a colorist, and I don't particularly care for her. And like I said, Fox Soul, it would have been good with just Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva. I would have watched them, but after Funky Dineva left, no, it wasn't worth it. But y'all have yourselves a good night. I'm gonna watch something, though I don't know what. It's a couple of things I want to watch. So I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm gonna watch something, relax, and I will see y'all on the next one. Have a good night and a good hump day. It's hump day, right? Tomorrow, hump day. I think, yeah, hump day. So y'all enjoy yourselves, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Where is the music? Here it is.
Yeah.